Hello, and welcome to another online episode of the Square Penguin. In this video, I will be showing you how to install CentOS version 8. First, we will need to download the ISO image by going to www.centos.org. In here, we will proceed to click on the Get CentOS Now button, and then we will proceed to download the DVD ISO image. In this screen, you will see a list of available mirrors that will facilitate our download. We will select one of the available mirrors and click on the image to be downloaded. Now that we have downloaded the ISO image from the CentOS website, we are ready to create our virtual machine. In this case, we'll be using VMware Workstation. Click on Create New Virtual Machine. Select the typical install option. Select this image, in this case the ISO we downloaded. Let's pick the name. And our password will be password 123. Let's pick the name for our virtual machine. We'll call it CentOS 8. This is the location of the local machine where it will be downloaded. By default, it will select a 20 gigabyte disk file. Let's pick the default, click next. And then we finish the creation of the virtual machine. When you create the virtual machine for the first time, do not power on right away. Click on settings and make sure you have a single CD-ROM on it. If you leave the other CD-ROM there that gets created by the virtual machine installer, this will generate an error. So make sure that you only have the CD-ROM that is attaching the ISO image you downloaded. In addition to that, we could go to options and we can select a later version of CentOS. In this case, the latest one supported by VMware Workstation is CentOS 7, 64-bit, or you could also select the Red Hat 8 64-bit, which is the same derivative of CentOS. In our case, we'll be selecting Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8 64-bit. Click OK. Now we are ready to power on our machine. We click Power On. We want to install. So right now the installer is probing all the devices and drivers within the machine itself. And momentarily we'll be getting the GUI-driven installer for CentOS. Select the language. In our case, will be English. Click Next. Let's click the automatic partition selection. In our case, we'll do the automatic partitioning. And make sure everything looks fine. We'll use all the default configuration that we have here. We'll click Begin Installation. We'll select the password for the root account. In this case, will be password 123. And within a few minutes, we should have the machine loaded and operational. As you can see now, the last bit of packages that remain to be installed are almost near completion. The kernel packages appears to be getting installed at the moment, and we should be in a position to reboot our system momentarily. Now we have reached the end of the actual installer, and we are ready to reboot the system. In this screen, we are asked to accept the license agreement. We also get the option to add any additional users. We already added one user called TSP, so we won't be adding a new one. You see finish configuration. Click next. You get the first screen about privacy location services. By default is on, but you could turn it off. Let's leave it on. Click next. It gives you the opportunity to find out if you want to be online using a selective series of accounts like your Microsoft account, your Google account, and a few other providers. We will not be using any of these online accounts right now, so we will skip this step. In this screen, we will be asked a few details about ourselves. Let's type the square penguin. Click next. The password is password123. Click next. And we reach the end of the installer. Now we log in with our password 123. Our first impression is that we get a getting started tab. We could close that out, and this will drop us back into our actual desktop. This is all for now. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next video. Thank you.